Hello everyone, and welcome back to Dawntide, where we're meeting up with, I think the name was, oh god, I don't remember the name. Was it Ronzo? Was that his name? I don't know who that is yet. But we're with, we're with Joel and Sal? I hope those are names. At the base of the hill, the road peels left across the bay. Before weaving back through the heart of the town, it runs along a wall of corrugated iron, a drab metal blister on the headlands of pastoral greens. Lots of words. At a gap in the fence, we see dock workers passing through with clipboards and hard hats, the usual fare. Between them are glimpses of a rarer sort, at least for the parts they're the ones that bring life to the town when the big ship takes anchor. A lady passes us by, browns, blacks, and whites painted across her like marbled paper. Her ears are perked up like two satellite dishes as she speaks cheerily to a top-heavy man with gray-green scales. Both of them sport dark blue overalls with Livrasun emblazoned across the front, the same emblem that marks the great freighter's hull. Still, no sign of the guy we're looking for. Do you think we should go in? No, you probably need a badge or something. I reckon I could blag it. I'm not picking you up if you get caught trespassing, Joe. I don't really think they mind that much, Sal. She shoots me a look that says, don't encourage him. But yeah, Joe, she's right. Best not to push it. I told you we should have messaged him. Yeah, well, I try to think of a good reason why we didn't. I bet he wouldn't even respond anyway. If we don't see him soon, I'm gonna call. And Joe, who until now has been leaning against the iron gate, suddenly jolts up. He turns to us and whispers excitedly, I can see him. He stays low and points through a gape in the posts. Sure enough, a scruffy gray figure in blue overalls plod towards the barrier. Told you, Sal. Okay, what are we doing? Joe motions towards himself frantically, trying to whisper, but it comes out more like a raspy bellow. Come on, get down over here. We duck down low, scurrying over to Joe. He presses his beak to the gap in the fence, silent. He's loving this. Suddenly, there's a flurry of feathers, jolting forward with us in tow, springing out and shouting, almost in unison. Oh, they just okay, that's kind of fun. Happy welcome, hello back, Ronzo. Wow, you're cute. Okay. No. All of the wiry gray hair of the salty sea dog raises up. Before him, shocked expressions spread out onto his broad smile. Hey, it nearly gave me a heart attack. I'm glad to see you. His blue eyes glimmer as his arms wrangle us together into one group hug. The grasp is firm. It smells of fresh laundry, dampened by salt. It's undercut by the blossom of signed tobacco at Joe's pressed closer to me. Okay. After a good few seconds, Ronzo's heavy arms let us go and return to his hips. As I take a breath, Ronzo's eyes rest on me. So, this your idea, Rye bread? Huh, no, Joe's actually. Should have guessed. Well,
I figured, you'd like a proper welcome after all this time. I did. Thanks, mate.
His voice bears a similar southwestern cadence to the rest of us, but it's layered on thick. Despite his travels, he's a Porthwarner through and through. His eyes trace around us. His breath pushes heavily against the scruff of his muzzle, still perked up from the shock.
Hard to think I'm actually back here with all of you. Wait, where's Billy?
He missed his train. I've told him to meet us at the chariot.
We still, going now, or are we gonna have a, mosey first? Plenty of time to mosey tomorrow. Let's get pissed.
We should probably get there before Billy does. Let's go. The walk to the chariot takes us along the narrow main street, and to our left, buildings are cramped together, clambering up a steep hill. Oh, excuse me. On the right, little roads break off down the seafront, where wooden benches sit empty with flapping parasols bearing the revenue's name. Revenue's name? Rent root? Huh. Pubs and bars are some of the only places able to hold their own in the recent years. Stubborn nails jutting out upmost amongst the shops and cafes that come and go with the tide. Around half of the storefronts lay vacant. Their remaining signage earmarked by boards reading "To Let," standing only to remind passerbys what used to be there. Their empty, dark rooms make their broad street-side windows into ghostly mirrors. Ronzo, Sal, and Joe are walking ahead and chatting about something I can't make out. It's muffled, and I'm pacing slowly in the hazy reflection. Murky figures pass us by, and the lens of the hollow room paints them in the air like smoke. They're locals and visitors alike, blended into a weaving rhythm. A brightness ripples somewhere between the gray half-formed figures and the faded glass, and an amorphous streak of light. No, excuse me. Its presence grows, flickering through the gaps in an unseen space between. It's not a stray beam of light. It's someone else, someone walking through the crowd, with a white tail trailing after. They walk with purpose, towards me. I break eye contact with myself, turning to face the approaching figure. Standing before me, it's... Riley? You're looking kind of spacey. You alright? I look back to the storefront. The brightness is gone. Yeah, and just got distracted. You sure? She speaks quietly. Quieter, just to me. I know you're a bit anxious. You've got nothing to worry about, okay? I'm fine, really. Further up the road behind her, and Joe butts in.
Keep up, Riley. I'm waiting on that pint.
What a cozy looking place. Walking into the old chariot, our eyes take a moment to readjust to the dim surroundings. Most tables are empty, save for a few old men, sat sipping room temperature ale, to the tune of some old blues on the tiny speakers of the jukebox. You haven't been able to smoke inside for 20 years, but you wouldn't know that from the air. Creaking across the floorboards, we head towards the little windowed nook. our teenage home. The Chariot wasn't the best pub here by a long shot, but they never checked ID. Before we reached the Nook, Ronzo stopped and gestured towards the bar.
First round's on me. What do you guys want?
Oh no, Ronz. You don't have to.
It's cool. I got paid this morning. What you want?
And Joe doesn't waste a second.
A pint of halyard. Been a while since I've had that. I'll join you.
We should do the brewery tour while you're down. Sal's a little more hesitant. A half pint, same as... Ronzo turns his gaze to me expectantly. Just water, thanks.
You sure?
Yeah, just to start.
Suit yourself.
He makes his way past me and nudges me in the arm.
Let me know if you change your mind, though.
He makes his way off to the empty bar front and starts making jovial chatter with the bar lady.
Water? Am I the only one celebrating?
It's 4 in the afternoon, Joe. Come on.
I'm just saying it's a bit fucking boring for your mate to be gone 4 years and then being the only one getting a proper drink to celebrate.
It's fine, Billy. It's fine. Billy will be here soon. I'll get something then. We all squeeze into the wooden benches by the window. This place was built centuries ago, when folks were smaller. Joe and Sal sit opposite me, and I leave a space for Ronzo on my left. Good to be back here, eh? Yeah. It's got that comfy atmosphere. That real comfy atmosphere, hasn't it? As she wiggles from side to side as she tries to get into a position where our legs aren't bashed up against each other. I mean, yeah, there's better places, but... I perform a similar dance, trying to park myself in a well-worn spot. It's got its charm.
We can always do something like this more often, you know. I think the last time we went out for drinks was the last time Billy was down.
Yeah, sorry. It's been really busy, and it tires me out.
You don't have to work that much, you know. Take a break, man.
Wait, invite Joe to yours instead. What does that mean? Sorry. Yeah. Let loose a bit, girl. You're always working on something. She sighs, air rushes out of her nostrils, finally giving out under the strain of a heavy load. You're right. It's just been a lot to set up this year, and Joe swings his hands down onto the table.
And you deserve some time off. Make this week a good one.
Ronzo's heavy footfall announces him, sandwiching 4 glasses between his 2 paws. Here, I'll turn that up a bit.
Get these down, ya. Get these down, ya, then.
He places 1 pint, 2 halves, and a glass of water on the table.
Half as well, Ronzo? Thought these 2 were right. No need to rush.
The next half an hour washes us over, bringing with it stories from Ronzo's time at sea, and they detail times aboard the ships and the ports to the far west. He's still that confident, a positive spark our group. Okay. Joe's fun, but Ronzo's tone is a bit more vibrant. He sings colors into stories that I imagine were actually pretty drab and dreary. Like the week where the ship's laundry broke down and they had to hand scrub their clothes. Or the time their ship's cook got sick. The stand-in couldn't do the potatoes properly. Midway through another story, Ronzo's joyful pace is interrupted by an uneven gout across the floor. All right, dickheads. The voice is broad, confident, and devoid of the local twang. Approaching the end of the table, a toned figure sways one hand, placing a streamlined bike against the wood wall, the other holding the strap of a large sports bag. What is this fella? His brow furrows, but a smile forms on his lips as he slings the duffel down. Billy! The one and only. You just brought that thing straight in? Sal glances at the bike, then back to Billy. He shrugs. His smile slips wider. Good to see you two. My lock's at the bottom of my bag. It's not busy in here anyway. Sure, make yourself at home. Billy starts to reach for a stool from one of the empty tables. Whoops. I'll take that, Billy. You can sit here. Aronzo stands up and gestures to the space he leaves beside me. Billy waves a hand dismissively. It's fine. I got first class down. And Joe sends a told you so a look my way. No, really. It's my round anyway. What do you want? Sal interjects, edging out of her seat. No, it's not. It's my round. Sal pulls herself out from the nook and pushes Billy's bag into it with her foot. What do you want, Billy? Water's fine. Right. Everyone else? I mean, I don't. But I want this boy to like me. And he laugh at me when I do things. So you know, may as well get a pint now. We're all here. Sal glances between Joe and Ronzo, who both nod. All right, 3 pints, 1 water. Sal heads to the bar, making a point of bumping Billy's bike on the way there. And Billy slides into Sal's empty seat next to Joe. Ronzo returns next to me. The old wooden bench creak underneath us. Watching the figure, Billy? And Billy grunts as he stretches a leg out of the side of the booth. I'm on holiday, but the body's not. I've got team training when I get back. Brought this with me to keep it up. Billy extends his right leg to the bicycle, leant against the wall. Below the knee, his leg tapers into a curved prosthetic. It looks streamlined and sculpted as the bicycle. Shame. Still not tired of riding around in a circle every day? What? The velodrome. Wait, what? The velodrome? Best thing about the city. Looking forward to getting back on the hill here. The hill here, though. Looks like it does you good. You've gotten a hench. You doing steroids on the top of the regular stuff? It's all me, dude. I was going to ask, but you still get people being weird about it? Sometimes they want an easy excuse when I whip their arses in trials. Real reasons that I put more time on the track than anyone else.
Surprised you've got time for your course.
Enough to pass, and that's all that matters. With Jess around, I bet coursework's the last thing on your mind, eh? She's not around. What? As Sal approaches the table, Billy takes his glass from the tray and sips. We broke up. Aw, shit. Sal's face slumps with disappointed sympathy as she sets down the tray of drinks. You and Jess broke up? She was so nice. Billy takes a long sip from his water and whips the dew from his prickly lips. What you saw, sure. I wasn't feeling it. Kind of needy. She said I was spending too much time training. It was a choice between that or her. Billy's eyes widened and resigned indignation. So here we are.
I'm sorry, man.
Don't be. I'm better off.
Don't give a rabbit a chance to run, I guess.
Joe raised the glass towards the center of the table. Anyway, cheers to bring back. The looks of sympathy ease around the table, and more glasses raised to meet Joe with a clink.
Cheers to being back.
Oh, okay. They're so cute. Oh, they're all so cute. I'm glad I'm sitting next to this boy. It's like they know what I want. I'm not basic. You're fucking basic. Anyway, I think I'll end the part here. I think. Yeah, that sounds fine. So I'll see you around, everyone.